Hi, my name is Annie, and welcome to the Walking Word, where we go through the Holy Bible in a year as part of discipling. We are currently reading from the book of First Samuel, and we're in chapter 19, where David is facing a lot of persecution. Chapter 19, First Samuel. Saul discussed his intention of killing David with his son Jonathan and with all his servants, but Saul's son Jonathan was very fond of David and told him, "My father Saul is trying to kill you. Therefore, please be on your guard tomorrow morning. Get out of sight and remain in hiding." So here, um, Jonathan is snitching basically, but he's fond of him. He's fond of David. He's sharing his prince his princeness with David. He's sharing his mantle with David. He's sharing his belt, his armor, everything that represents um, him as a prince. He's sharing it with David and warns him of this impending doom from his father. My father Saul is trying to kill you. Therefore, please be on your guard tomorrow morning. Get out of sight and remain in hiding. I, however, will go out and stand beside my father in the countryside where you are, and will speak to him about you. If I learn anything, I will let you know. I mean, if Saul would have known that this is what Jonathan is doing behind his back, Saul would not hesitate to kill Jonathan. Remember, also when they were coming back from war, and Jonathan is the only one who tasted honey. Saul was ready to kill his own son. So it's not that Jonathan going back to his father to learn the plans that Saul has over David's life is an easy task. It's not. He's actually risking his own life. Yeah, he's risking his own life. But we also know that the Bible says that what greatest friendship is there than a man lay his life for another? That is true friendship. And this is what Jonathan is doing. Jonathan then spoke well of David to his father Saul, saying to him, "Let not your majesty sin against his servant David, for he has committed no offense against you, but has helped you very much by his deeds. When when he took his when he took his life in his hands and slew the Philistine, and the Lord brought about a victory for all Israel through him, you were glad to see it. Why then should you become guilty of shedding innocent blood by killing David without any cause?" Without any cause. Saul heeded Jonathan's plea, and so, okay, as the Lord lives, he shall not be killed. So Jonathan summoned David and repeated the whole conversation to him. Jonathan then brought David to Saul, and David served him as before. So Jonathan is the one who reunites them again. When war broke out again, David went out to fight against the Philistines and inflicted a great defeat upon them, putting them to flight. Then an evil spirit from the Lord came upon Saul as he was sitting in his house with spear in hand, and David was playing the harp nearby. Saul tried to nail David to the wall with the spear, but David eluded Saul, so that the spear struck only the wall, and David got away safely. The same night, Saul sent messengers. So this is not the first time Saul has thrown a javelin, a jab at David. It's not the first time, but each time David gets away. The same night, Saul sent messengers to David's house to guard it, that he might kill him in the morning. David's wife, Michal, informed him, "Unless you save yourself tonight, tomorrow you will be killed." Then Michal let down David through a window, and he made his escape in safety. Again, a gifting. We see Michal playing the Rahab role of letting down the next generation, the generation that leads to Christ is saved again. Then Michal let down through a window, and he made his escape in safety. Michal took the household idol and laid it in the bed The household idol. So there was something fishy the house of Saul was doing, and laid it in the bed, putting a net of goat's hair at its head and covering it with a spread. When Saul sent messengers to arrest David, she said, "He is sick." Saul, however, sent the messengers back to see David and commanded them, "Bring him up to me in the bed, that I may kill him." Bring him up to me in the bed, so in his chambers. But when the messengers entered, they found the household idol in the bed, with the net of the goat's hair in its head. Saul therefore asked Michal, "Why did you play this trick on me? You have helped my enemy to get away." Michal answered Saul, "He threatened me. Let me go, or I will kill you. Let me go, or I will kill you." Now, this is when a father and daughter are now fighting each other. Thus, David got safely away. Oh, no, I apologize. He threatened me to, and this is what David told Michal, "Let me go, or I will kill you." So it's David. So Michal is lying here. Let me go, or I will kill you. But you see, there's tension already now being created between father and daughter. Why did you do this to me? Why did you tip him? Why did you let him know? Verse 18, thus David got safely away. He went to Samuel in Ramah, informing him of all that Saul had done to him. Then he and Samuel went to stay in the sheds. When Saul was told that David was in the sheds near Ramah, he sent messengers to arrest David. But when they saw the band of prophets presided over by Samuel in a prophetic frenzy, they too fell in the prophetic state. So these people who are coming against you, then all of a sudden they're warped up in worship. Informed of this, Saul sent other messengers who also fell into the prophetic state. For the third time, Saul sent messengers, but they too fell into the prophetic state. So every time he's sending a jab, he's sending a trap, a snare, they're captured in the spirit. Saul then went to Ramah himself. Sometimes if the job is not being done right, just do it yourself. Saul then went to Ramah himself, arriving in the cistern of the threshing floor on the bare hilltop. He inquired, where are Samuel and David? And was told, at the sheds of Ramah. As he set out from the hilltop toward the sheds, the Spirit of God came upon him also. This time the Spirit of God came upon him. And he continued on in a prophetic condition until he reached the spot. At the sheds near Ramah, he too stripped himself of his garments, and he too remained in the prophetic state in the presence of Samuel. All that day and night he lay naked. That is why they say, is Saul also among the prophets? So God threw him into a frenzy, into a prophetic state, and now he can't get away out of it. Now let's move to chapter 20, where we see David and Jonathan reuniting, and David consults with Jonathan.